been a couple of days and I'm driving down here. I'm close to Rusty's house now. There's the buckets of honey. Many of them are still at the honey house. All the supers are still at the honey house. I don't have my mic. I don't have my hat. I'm dressed in my scrubs from work. It's 6:23 right now after work. So my day is not over yet. The process is not over yet. I thought you might be interested though in seeing exactly what I do with all these supers and all this honey, where I put it, how I store it. So this is the rest of the story. There's the honey house right there, and we set the buckets out here. I already took 28 buckets to my house. So those will be the first ones I bottle up or sell. We're about to count them and find out exactly what we ended up with.
74 sitting here.
All right, we've counted these like several times, and I think we finally got it figured out. We got 74 buckets of honey. That does include 7 that go to Honey Hill. So, but we're going to do the total, including Honey Hill. We got 74 buckets here, plus 28 is 102. And then 1 parcel down here, so about a half of a bucket right here. We got 8 buckets of wax over here. We figured we got about 102 with this harvest this time, plus 34 from the previous harvest, and we're gonna have some more in a couple of weeks. We're gonna load up, I think we can get 28 on my truck. So that'll be the first step of this process. There's Rusty and Christy over there. Rusty says he's still tired. Christy probably is too.
So this is your free gym?
Yeah, free.
And Nat's trying to tote us off?
So we've made a dent in it here. And over here we got 31 buckets actually in the truck this time. We packed them in a little better. Okay, the honey house is behind me. Now we're going to pick up the trailer. It's right up here. Away from the honey house, but close enough to the bees, and they're robbing them out like crazy. We're gonna get this black trailer first. There's the black trailer. All right, you can see we got bees working it, cleaning it out. Rusty's hives are right straight through there. We're gonna take these boxes that are sitting on top right here, just put them over there in the other trailer so they don't go flying off, and then I'm out of here. Got all these boxes here with the bees, cleaning them out. Got some bumblebees out here too. Look at those bumblebees. Having a good old time. That's okay, I don't care. We'll feed the bumblebees too. Beautiful place out here, Rusty. We're gonna crank it up and go. Get this thing up to the farm and get home. Go this way. I've been up and down this road thousands of times. This is just, here's my hometown, man. Down at the bottom of this hill right here. Newton, Alabama. Bottom of the hill, the railroad track. Right up there. Hang a ride on Jenny Farm Road. This is it. The driveway up to the farm where I grew up. You'll see the farm bees just right here. They're not as big as they were a couple of days ago. They're bearding like crazy, but that's okay. Brings back a little nostalgia when I come up here, and I spend quite a bit of time up here messing with the bees and visiting family, and Mom still lives in the house right there. hill. Horses out there grazing. There's the bee bay into the barn right there. We're actually going to put this trailer down in that pole barn across the hill there. Let the bees kind of rob it out here a little bit more and then store the supers. The little jump course over there where Mom used to do horseback riding lessons. She still does a few, but this used to be the happening place out here. My brother Brian up there.
Keep on coming.
That ought to work. We got it parked here. Now we get to go unload the honey in the honey storage spot. There he is, the first bucket. Last one of that load.
Yeah, there's Bruce, last one. Carrying the bucket.
There we go. First load down, we'll do it again tomorrow. Well, it's humid. We got it done. So the next day I came down and just got the rest of everything. We got the rest of the supers. Put the rest of the honey and the wax on here. This is the wax right here. Got 11 buckets of honey right here. I got 32 buckets in the truck this time, so that's 43 more buckets, which is a total of 102 plus a little partial bucket. Now this up here goes to Honey Hill Farm, that's 7. So for me, we ended up with 102 minus 7, which is 95. 102 buckets is a pretty darn good harvest, plus 34 from spring, plus whatever else we get at the cell tower. So already a record crop. It's gonna get even a little bit bigger, but man, I've had honey kind of flying off the shelf already. I've sold a lot of honey already this year, and I've got, more that we're delivering now. So gonna take this back to the farm and unload it like we did last night. Unload all the honey in our honey storage room and just leave the trailer parked under the barn there until I can get these supers unstacked and stored. It's been a lot of fun. Man, it's hot today. Whew, it's crazy hot and humid. You probably can't tell by looking, but it's just one of those South Alabama days that you'd rather be inside. I love it though. Well, we got the bucket stored in here. So that's a wrap for this particular harvest. And of course we got one more smaller one to do here in a couple of weeks, but now we just have to get all the supers stacked, which is one of my least favorite things to do in beekeeping. Okay, now for stacking the honey supers. Probably one of my least favorite parts of beekeeping. I just hate storing these things, especially when it's hot and muggy, but we gotta get it done. So you can see we're already getting them off the trailer here. We've got quite a few off here. We bring them in here into what I call my bee bay. We've already got one stack going there. We stack them 16 high. Got the next stack started. A couple different products. We can use the Enos ice crystals, moth ice crystals. The key is that you get the right active ingredient, which is p-dichlorobenzene. I think that's para-dichlorobenzene. Don't get the standard mothballs from Enos. They are not good. They are detrimental and they will mess your bees up. But if you use the para-dichlorobenzene, it works well. It's the same thing as paramoth. I actually have some paramoth crystals as well. I try to put the ice crystals in about every 4 boxes. So we got a few boxes in here already. I'm just going to stack them up. You want to make sure that the boxes are secured together. You don't want any wax on the top or bottom. You also want to avoid any cracks or holes that the moths can get into. Let me stack 4 up here real quick and I'll show you how I do the crystals. Trying to line them up really close. Okay, so we got a, see right here we got a hole in the back. So what I'm going to do, it seems to work pretty well. I'm just going to take this right here, stuff it in there, kind of turn it into a little section to stick it in there and kind of close that hole up. You want to try to plug up any holes that the moths can get into. It's not perfect, but it works pretty well. Let me get 2 more here. That'll get us up to 8 on this level. Gets up to 8 on this stack, right there. I'm gonna take my little Enos moth ice crystals here. And I like to dump a significant amount, though it doesn't have to be a ton, just enough to Whoa, that was too many. They all came out at once. That's more like it right there. Just kind of enough they can drop down there between your frames. It won't hurt the comb. They actually just evaporate over time, so by spring, you know, they're basically completely gone. But this will prevent any wax moths from getting in here at least any time real soon. I put some treatment on the top of this one. We put it in here. And then I like to take a piece of cardboard. You can put a flat lid or some kind of box. You can set it right here like this. The reason I do this, a separation about every 4 to 8 boxes, is because I feel like if the moths get into one section, this way they won't destroy the whole stack. If they get in here, they might just destroy some boxes in this section, but they won't be able to get above. And then from here, we'll just go on up the stack, on up to the top, and we'll do the same thing here. After 4 boxes, I'll do another treatment of the ice crystals. And I'll do another treatment on the top, and then I'll put a lid on. So we're gonna stack them up this way. We go in stacks of 16 is what seems to work well here. And so we're gonna have several stacks here when we're done. As you can see here, we got the red trailer unloaded as well as the black trailer. The tarp really helped to catch the cappings. You can see the bees still working some of the cappings here. I had some of the deep boxes sitting here. So I don't think the boxes were completely dry, but we had to get them stored. They should be okay. See, we got our big stacks in here of boxes. I'm always glad when that's done, but it's been effective for me now for years to store them that way. I've never had any real issues with it. We lose a few boxes, it seems like every year to wax moth, but very few. Just in quick review, you know, we use the ice crystals. The key is the active ingredient, the paradichlorobenzene. But I also ordered some paramoth crystals. You can also get them from Enos, and it's the same exact active ingredient there. So, of course, you can get paramoth from the big beekeeping supply stores as well. But you can just order on Amazon, it's pretty darn cheap that way. Out here we have the deep boxes, they're still robbing them out just a little bit, and of course the FMA boxes. So man, am I glad to get that done. I've had enough of this adventure. That's a wrap on the 3-part series of our honey harvest. Hope you enjoyed it, maybe got something out of it that'll help you. If not, I just hope it was good entertainment for you. You see how we do things here at Bruce's Bees. Catch you next time. You having fun, Bracken?
Oh yeah.
Richard, you having fun? How about you, Lynn?
Nothing like it, baby. It's got a little weight to it.
All right, here's load number 1. Got it here at the honey house. We got us a crew really working good here together. Everything's going as planned. This extractor's ramped them up. Beautiful Southeast Alabama honey.